Accept. Hello again. We're just going to give this a sec. Sorry, we had some technical difficulties here, but we appreciate you sticking with us. And I'm just waiting for Dawn. So Dawn Chube is my co-host. I'm hoping she can join us. She is around. She's just trying to get checked in here. So hope everyone's having a great week so far. Happy sunny Thursday. There's the sign of spring in the air, which is pretty freaking awesome. We've had a cold and gray winter. Okay. So just give it another moment. So for those who are, okay, here we go. Going to accept the host. I have a moderator here helping me out. If you want to just let Dawn know that I let her in. Okay, so for those who have joined, I do want to tell you that we are excited today to be able to offer 30% off all of our products for the next till 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we're going to talk a little bit about the product. Some of you may be familiar with it, and for those of you who are not, I will talk you through what makes HUX unique, and really want you to try the HUX experience. So the discount code for anyone who wants to purchase today is live 30 to get that 30% off. This isn't something, hello, so good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. We're testing this out. This is my first live ever. And as I shared with you in my reel earlier, this is something, it's the way of the future. Anyone who knows Gary Vee, he's talked about how this is the way of the future. It's a way to connect with your audience, to bring the product to life. So I appreciate you coming out and just having a listen and appreciate the support. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start talking about the product. Oh, we have, if you want to give Dawn a heads up, I accepted her again. I saw her request. Anyway, so for those of you who may or may not know, I invented HUX when I had a wardrobe malfunction. And so I was doing kettlebells at the gym. And when I caught sight of my camel toe, I was feeling pretty good. And then I saw my camel toe and I couldn't find a product on the market. So then I worked to invent it. So my team and I have worked to it, and we feel very pleased with the product. So right now we have 2.0 collection. So a number of you know that we launched the 2.0 collection, and the 2.0 collection. So this is it here. This is our thong. And what makes HUX different, and this is in the 2.0, but it's also in our OGs. If you look at the thong here, it has a modesty panel. So it comes up high enough so it gives you the coverage, so you're not going to get a camel toe. And the reason I invented HUX, but on the inside, if you look on the inside, it's made out of bamboo charcoal, which is phenomenal at pulling away odor and moisture. And what we also offer is we take feedback. Like, we are building products that you want and ask for. And so on our 2.0, what you will see is you will have options. So you have the option of having a mid-rise. So it comes, we call it mid to low. So it comes just below your belly button. And then the high rise comes up a little bit higher if you want more of that coverage on your stomach. I've had 2 kids. I appreciate the extra coverage. So that's the 2.0, but I want to show you, because the OGs, and I don't know if it's because it's the first product that I invented, but I tend to wear the OGs all the time. There's actually, when you look at them, it's not that different. The one thing that is different is that you don't have the option to come up with the higher waist. But yeah, so that's that. And this is the thong, but we also have the thong and the hipster. So I want to say, for folks that have joined in, thank you for joining. We really appreciate you joining today. I have a moderator in the house who's helping me facilitate this. So if you have questions, put it in the chat, and we'll be sure to respond. We are offering 30% off. We actually haven't offered this on any product. It's typically a buy one, get one, but you're going to get 30% off your products. We want you to try it. So our sizes go from extra small all the way up to double XL. We want to make sure that, that we're body inclusive. And so that higher end will get you up to size 20 to 22. But what you will see with HUX is it's got this amazing stretch, and it's so super comfortable. So I'm going to show you the hipster here. So the hipster here, we offer, this is our 2.0 collection. It is seamless. So if you look here, the edges are seamless because some of the feedback from our OG collection, they're amazing. They stay in place, but sometimes people wanted to wear them, but they didn't want to have that line. So there's no visible panty lines on that. And if you look here, I don't know if you can tell, but this is, you can see this is the low to mid rise. And then this is the, I'll show you. It comes up higher if you want that extra belly coverage. So that's there. It gives you just a little bit more. This is our beautiful, the color is, it's between I'd say a cream and a blush. So if you look here, it gives you that extra coverage. It still has that modesty panel, but it is so gorgeous. And that bamboo charcoal is phenomenal at pulling away odor and moisture. So not only do you get the coverage, which is the reason I invented HUX, but yeah, you feel dry and fresh. We know some women have told us that they wear panty liners because they want to feel fresh. So this eliminates the need for camels. Eliminates the need for panty liners. You don't need to do that. But I'll show you. If you can see here, this is our beautiful mannequin. I forget her name is Camelita. So she has on our OGs, but I don't know if you can see that from here, but these are amazing. Like they've got really good stretch. So when you have them on, you actually forget you have them on, which is what we want. So for the people that joined, I want to tell you, we are offering 30% off all of our products. So if you are new to HUX, this is a great opportunity for you to try. We've never offered it's usually buy one, get one, but we're giving you 30% off today. It's only till 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So if you're going to place your orders, now's the time. And for those that have just joined, I'm going to show you in terms of our size. I feel really good about the fact that we've heard your feedback and we continue to build products that you want. So this is, I'm going to show you just so you can get a sense of the sizing. This is here. This is our double XL. So you can see it's got lots of stretch and you still have this beauty, and it's so beautifully made. It almost looks like tuxedo, but you can see here, this is the panel, the modesty panel that gives you that coverage, but it's made out of that bamboo charcoal. It's made out of the bamboo charcoal here. So it gives you that extra fresh feeling. The feedback that we've heard when I originally invented it.
Oh my God. Oh, there you are. What the heck? I know you're out west, but
so it gives you that extra.
Hold on. Let me mute this. Oh my gosh, Jen, I am so sorry. I don't know what happened. I decided, you know what? I'm going to do what every tech person in the world tells you to do, which is turn your phone off, turn it back on, and I re-logged on. My apologies for leaving it hanging like a deep set camel toe.
Hey, listen, I'm glad you made it. I have a beautiful community, so I know there's nobody out there judging. They're all very supportive, and so they know it's my first live. But now we have a pro in the house, so I'm so freaking glad you joined. But the good thing is, I've said to my moderator here, we're not saving lives. Like, we're saving camel toes. We're not saving lives. We can figure this stuff out, right?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so first of all, hello. And by the way, Jen, you're awesome. Like, for anyone that's watching right now, and hello, I know we're multi-streaming on my Instagram and my Facebook and my YouTube, and I know we're on your Instagram and on myhux.ca under the live shows. But Jen, you and I, we started working together several years ago on kind of your camera confidence as you were looking to transition into full-time entrepreneurship. And recently we decided let's get you live shopping. And so I did training with you on how to do these shows by yourself. And who knew you'd be just thrown right in like that. So I'm so glad to be here. Yeah. I'm so glad. So, and I heard you told everybody how to shop. So if you're watching on Instagram, and I know we've got Christina and a bunch of people on my Instagram watching, which is great as well. If you want the most immersive shopping experience, head to myhux.ca. Just click under the live shows banner, and you can then shop while you watch. You just click the little button on your phone or on your computer, so you can watch on mobile or on desktop. But if you're already watching on myhux.ca, you're going to notice the featured item at the bottom. And if you want to scroll ahead and shop some of the other items, they're all there ready to go, add to cart. And Jen, how generous, 30% off, but only for the
Yes.
next 40 minutes or so.
Right, exactly. Oh my gosh, you're such a professional. I just jumped in. I forgot about all those details, so I'm so glad you joined.
Okay, so where are we at? Are we talking about the hipster? What are we talking about right now?
I wanted to show them. I was telling them that we are actually building products that the community is asking for. So we now offered the double XL. So I just wanted to show them, it's beautifully made. It's got lots of, just lots of stretch. It's so comfortable. So I was showing them that there's now seamless, so no panty lines for people who are concerned. Right.
This is how you get your package, by the way. Really nice. The 2.0 has kind of like the little feel part as opposed to the windows. So if you
Right.
wonder like which one am I getting, but when you get it, this is how it comes. So it's very sustainably packaged, which I love. And you open it up, and there it is. Look how beautifully everything is packaged.
Yeah, I think so too. I do love the box.
Yeah, and of course
Yeah.
the logo. There's no little tags to
Right.
irritate. So yeah, so let's talk a little bit about this the hipster mid-rise, because
Yeah.
for someone that wants a bit more fuller coverage, Jen.
Yes, yes, yes. So on the hipster, I'm just gonna, so I have it here as well. So this, the hipster it does a really nice job covering. So you got the full bottom. Your cheeks aren't aren't spilling out, which sometimes I find happens. Not only my front cheeks, but my back cheeks. So anyway, we're solving all the world's problems. So this is the hipster. This is, you can see I have them together because I want you to see. One is the higher rise, so you get just a little bit more length in there, and then this is we're calling it mid to low rise. I would say it's more of a low rise. So we have, and this is the beautiful cream. I love this
Yes.
color. I'm left feedback on this color. Because when we initially started this, I knew I wanted a light color, but the nude looked very matronly, and I don't care how old I am, I don't want to be matronly ever.
And let's be honest too, like it's almost like a French vanilla.
Yes.
And so it's a really, really nice tone. And of course, your signature bamboo gusset, which
Right.
is really, really key. So I'm sure you started a little bit of what your brand story was, but the fabrication and how you created these, it's more than just no camel toe, because
Right.
there's some people that are going, I don't care about that. I don't, whatever. That's not all that this is about. It's why you started it, but you wanted something that gave us the confidence wearing our leggings, wearing our jeans, but also from a moisture wicking and odor masking, eliminating process.
Yes.
Bamboo, that's what that does.
Yes, it sure does. And what it's also amazing at doing is not only pulling away that odor and moisture, but it's thermoregulating. So people are like, sometimes you feel it. It's got a little bit of a buffer, but what it does is it keeps you nice and cool in the summer, and it keeps you nice and warm in the winter. So I literally have been out, on hikes in the winter with my yoga pants on, and I have that extra warmth here. It's actually really quite nice. And the other thing is, I wear these all the time now. So like if I'm sitting on a patio and it's warm and I get out of my seat, I still feel fresh. Like it's really cool. And some of the feedback, the unexpected feedback, is how much people talk about these being the travel panties. Because when you're on the plane for a very long time, sometimes you're wearing your underwear for 18 to 24 hours, you still feel fresh. So it's really the travel panty of choice for so many women.
Yeah, it really is. And I'll tell you, listen, we're going to get a little up close and personal, but and
Oh, I love
hopefully
it.
it's just us girls watching, because I don't normally show this much. And but now where's my little tag here? I think it's on this side. Yeah. So
Yes. Oh, I love it, Dawn.
there it is. So just so that anyone knows, like, I mean, I can kind of fluctuate between a medium and a large.
Yes.
I'm airing on the large now. And by the way, let me also clarify. Up until today, when of course we knew that we were doing a show and no one wanted to see Dawn's dirty panties, Jen sent me some, obviously, for samples. But I've purchased every single pair. And I've known Jen, and this is what women supporting women and women supporting friends looks like. It looks like you going, this is a great product, whether or not you get the 30% discount or not. And you are all getting 30% discount. I see we have a number of people actually have added to cart. This is so exciting. Some people haven't put their name, but a lot of people are buying DeBomb.Thong 2.0, which is great. But this is what Women Supporting Women looks like. You know, and I know this is worth full price all day long. Why?
Yes.
Because it gives you the confidence with that bamboo gusset, right? Which, by the way, I love the black just because
Yes.
I don't even need to think I need to spell it out, but some of us women know what our bodies are like. And for me, black is where I'm going to go all the day long. But I love that these look as new today as the first pair I got a year ago look.
Love it. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so how do we care for these the best?
Yeah, so the manufacturer does say to wash in cold water and hang to dry, but uh, like I've been guilty of throwing stuff in the dryer. Um, so I would say if you want longevity of it, the recommendation is to hang them to dry. But I know many people who don't, so it's up to you. But
Yeah,
you're willing
and
to take the risk.
exactly. And I just want to show you. So when we say no, because I'm sure you talked, and for anyone just joining us, I want to revisit your brand story. And if you're watching, by the way, on your phone via myhux.ca, you can scroll past the different cuts and colors if you want. If you're watching on Instagram, you can still go to myhux.ca and shop right now. Just use promo code LIVE30. That's what gets you 30% off. So we're giving that to you even if you're on Instagram or watching on Facebook or YouTube. But I want you to, revisit when you first started,
Yeah.
kind of realizing you had a camel toe problem.
Yes.
And I don't want to put the stigma on it, but we all know as
Oh
girls, we
yeah.
feel insecure. You were kind of MacGyvering your own way through things until you came up with this way that doesn't look like you have 12 pads
Right.
in your
Exactly.
underwear.
Yes. So what happened? Like truly, my niece is a cheerleader, and so she said, Aunt Jen, she said when we do cheerleading, we actually put these. I don't know if maybe I'm dating myself, but we have like things that you can stick in your high heels to like so your foot doesn't slip. And so I had put those in my underwear when and it actually worked like a charm. Like it provided the coverage and which was awesome. But then when I was doing laps around the gym, this little insert ended up on the floor and the instructor stopped to pick it up. And that to me, obviously, I was mortified. I never acknowledged. I don't know if poor Wanda knows it was in my pants, but she didn't want somebody to slip. She was very concerned, didn't want somebody to slip. And so that to me was like the genesis of HUX. It was like, okay, why isn't this stitched in? And that's how it all began.
Yeah, and I mean, some of the best products come out of a personal story, and that you're listening right now to Jen Govier. If you're watching on my Instagram, my Facebook, or my YouTube, maybe you haven't met Jen before. Jen is one of those wonderful Canadian success stories, and she did the whole double duty working at her job at a bank for years and years, and finally, and trying to do it all as we do, but running
Yeah.
two businesses, like the business that you're getting paid for as an employee, and then your own business, which clearly, has way more risk than getting a
Mhm.
paycheck every 2 weeks and
Right.
retention and all that other stuff. And you finally decided to take the leap. And so for Cindy, who just added the seamless heroic hipster, and I see about 5 or 6 others that added, they're loving the hipster, but also the thong. This is the true success story. And as Canadian businesses, it is hard to keep it a go, and you need the support of fellow Canadians. And also, by the way, you ship internationally, so I know
We do.
there's a lot of rigmarole going around in the world right now. But this is the time to
Right.
grab your order at 30% off, right?
Yes, exactly, exactly. That's the benefit of joining us, and we're very grateful for the support for people who jumped in. And we want people to experience our customer return rate in terms of like coming back, not returning the product, and coming back is so high. It's like it's been just, and I think that's the when we were building this, like I think it was an amazing product. But once we had that validation, the customer testimonials, the reorders, I was like, this is so much bigger, and I couldn't continue to do both. And so the upside to build, it's a beautiful product. Like it solves a problem. But I would say the best part of all of this has been meeting these women, right? And building this community where we're just inspiring each other to like live and move with more confidence. And we're doing collabs and all. So it's been a freaking amazing journey.
Yeah, and I mean, by the way, People's Choice Award winner, yay!
Right.
You have so many great reviews. I was just trying to pull them up. I'll see if I can grab one in a little bit. But you've actually now gone beyond the black because you used to just have the black, which is my personal favorite.
Yes.
But you've also added a cream color, and it's almost like a French vanilla. So I'm going to hold up a piece of white paper to show you kind of like if you're watching right now and you're going,
Okay.
how creamy is it? So this is like a white envelope. And so you can see it's almost like a French vanilla color, which is great. The fabrication of this, it is buttery, buttery soft. But and you know what's nice about this too? First of all, there's nothing to dig and to cut, okay? There's lots of stretch. So if you have a more generous thigh, for instance, like there's nothing that's gonna cut you off. Tons and tons of stretch, buttery, buttery soft, but there's a nice, I want to say a heft to this. Like this is not one of
Yes.
those flimsy, go to the bin at the lingerie store and grab 20 panties for $5 kind of
Right.
underwear, right?
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. And I would say we did that with intention because it's a performance underwear. And I would say when I say performance, I mean, yes, it's the gym, but it's also the mom on the go, right? You don't want to have to worry about anything moving around. But when we were looking at material, the reason we chose the body is made out of a spandex nylon. And the reason we did that is because it's amazing it dries really quick. It gives you the stretch, it gives you the comfort. But we made the gusset out of the bamboo truck because we want your bits to breathe. And so that was the most important. We wanted it to stay in place, but also, so that's why we have the two different fabrications on that.
Yeah, and I'm just looking and I'm just trying to find some reviews. By the way, when you're at myhux.ca, you can certainly, if you're watching on Instagram, shop all the things, read the reviews yourself. There's nice angles that shows you kind of the close-up of where it all fits on your body.
Yeah.
If you're watching on Instagram and you're going to leave the show, which we really don't want you to, but if you have to, you have to. If you're watching on myhux.ca under the live shopping kind of menu item, you can watch the show while you shop, which is great because then we can answer any questions you have. So I'm just looking to see if we have any questions. Oh, someone else just added the seamless heroic Hipster 2.0, yay, we're happy to see that.
Nice.
Ren said, I ordered 2 pair yesterday, sad I missed the promo, can't wait for them to arrive. You know what, Ren? You're going to love these so much. I don't want to spend your money for you. I don't, but if you want to buy one other pair and get 30% off because when you get these home, you'll be so glad that not only you got them because full price, they're totally worth it, but to get the extra 30% off, you can leave them in the box and wait until you're ready to open them up. So, because this is the time to go ahead and get. Jen, I want to remind everybody that we've got different options. So right now, I know everyone is seeing Da Bomb Thong
The bomb thong
2.0.
2.0. Yeah.
For the OG, is there a difference in the cut or anything? Because right now, like the packaging, so the OG has like a plastic pack, right?
Right.
Like that.
Yeah.
The other one has more of a hole. And a lot of that's for you've advanced in your sustainability, trying to
Yes.
reduce plastic, right?
Sure have.
So is there a different on the actual thong or the hipster itself, like the actual fabrication or design?
Yeah, so I would say so. What we've done is this is the OG, which, like I said, I wear this all the time, and it was our first hero. It's amazing. What's a little bit different is we've thinned out the thong on the newer version, so this is a little bit more on the back side. So we've thinned that out on our new version, and this is the mid to low. So I would say that's the only, it comes in black. So there's no option to have it. So the
Right.
other thing I do want to make a point of saying is if you order the OGs, we recommend going up a size if you like a less snug fit. So I think that's very important. If you have any kind of, it's interesting if you have any kind of like overhang with the OGs, go up a size. There are some women who are teeny tiny and say they fit true to size, but
Right.
I've never gone wrong by telling somebody to go up a size on the OG.
So now you just made me feel better about myself because I'm serious. So I was telling everybody, if you just joined us, I was saying like I kind of sway between a medium and large. And really, like when I first started shopping with HUX, and by the way, I've paid for every single pair and full price, by the way, outside of when I got the samples for the show. I was wearing a medium in the OG. And then when I knew that I needed samples for this event, I said to you, I think maybe I need to go a large because whatever, I've gained a little bit of weight as sometimes one does when they're not working out the way Jen is. And you need to follow Jen's Instagram page, by the way. She is a beast and an inspiration, let me tell you that. But I said, I think I need to size up. And so now maybe I'm thinking, ooh, maybe it's not me. Maybe it was that I needed to like go size up on that.
for
I just
sure.
want to show everybody, and I don't know for sure if it'll show on here, but I've got a pair of the OG and I've got a pair, and these are both in the thong
Okay.
of the 2.0. And I'll try to show you. So right now what I've done is what Jen is saying, the new version has a thinner
Thong
back
back.
side, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's about, I'm going to say maybe a quarter of an inch. So this is the new.
Yeah.
And this is the OG. So can you guys see that? I'm just gonna make sure it's all evened up so that I'm being truthful. Okay, so you
Yeah.
can see I've got this evened up, right?
Yeah.
That's the difference right there. Can you see? That's the
Yeah. I can
difference
see
in the
that.
thong.
Yeah.
Okay, so if anyone is watching right now thinking, I just want a little bit less, then you're gonna definitely want the 2.0. But if you are good to go with the wider, which, I actually really love. And so while you can, because once the OG are gone, you're not
We're not redoing them.
remanufacturing
So
those.
get them while you can. I love them. I know I've stockpiled them because I love them so much. And
Yeah,
Camelita here, you can see Camelita is wearing our OG.
Camelita.
Camelita, so you can see. So she's wearing them well, but you can see you've got a little bit more. It doesn't have as much coverage, sorry, on the belly as the 2.0, the mid to high.
See, that's what I like too. So, and again,
Yeah.
I loved the original as well. So
Yeah.
if you want the OG, which by the way, this is kind of, I'm going to say almost your last and final call. If you love the original design, this is the
Right.
time to get it, because once it's done in inventory, it's gone. But I love the fact that now we can just know that we can size up. But if you want that 2.0, it goes up a little bit higher. So if you have a little bit of overhang like me, and if you want, of course, the thinner backside,
Thinner
sort of
backside. Yeah.
where the thong goes. I'm not gonna call it anything specific, but right in that little crevice
Yeah.
there, that's gonna be really nice and comfortable. You work out in these HUX, and you
All the time.
created this line not only for the camel toe, but probably I'm gonna assume for the comfort as well, because
Comfort.
your other options are kind of granny underwear, boxers, which I never love because they always kind of creep up, and thongs that are made out of silk, satin, and things that are not comfortable when you're sweating.
Right. Then they would roll down. So I did try a couple of pairs, but they would roll down. So I would have them, I'd be adjusting them during my workout. It's actually, we had a really cool testimonial, I think it was last week. So she went jogging. So she sent me this beautiful, took the time, went jogging. She said she had baggy clothes on. She's like, I don't think I need my HUX. She said the whole time she wasn't wearing her HUX. She had to adjust her underwear the whole time. So she was stopping to pull it up, and she said, so she knows that she cannot live without HUX. She said she just kind of got used to doing that. And now that she has HUX, she didn't even know she really needed it. Now she knows. So I just love hearing that feedback because it does stay in place beautifully.
Yeah, and I will say that once you go with your HUX, you'll never go back. I
Right.
was one of those people, Jen, that would go to, like whatever, the lingerie store, La Senza or whatever, and they had the big, remember they had the big bin, and you'd like,
Oh, I know.
because it was like on sale, it's like 5 pair for $25, and I thought I was getting a deal.
Yeah.
I think it was RuPaul. You have to look at it at their, I want to say their, just because I think RuPaul, you say she, but then if you're saying the name, you say he, but their Instagram.
Okay.
And they did a reel, and they said, cheap toilet paper ain't a deal, y'all. and and we know what we mean when we say that. Cheap underwear, if it's not going to perform the way you need it to perform, if it's not going to fit into your lifestyle the way you need to fit it, Jen, it's not a deal. So when we look
Right.
at, okay, so if I look at the Bomb Thong 2.0 low rise, mid rise, your regular price is $34.99. You're offering 30% off. So you're offering almost just over $10. Holy crap.
I know.
Over
We want
$10 off with that promo
Yes.
code live.
Yes.
30.
Yeah. For till 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I know we want people to try and love this, and it's a give back to our community that has supported us as well. And so, so we're happy to do it. It's just a little thank you.
Yeah, I mean, I would run, not walk. These are well worth it at full price. We've got for you the OG, which is great. We've also got the 2.0, and again, don't forget we've also got the Heroic Hipster.
Yes, we do.
What I love about these is, again, you've got a nice full coverage on these. They're not your granny underwear, but for some of you that love your full coverage, they all have that bamboo gusset. And so when we
Yes.
talk about the no camel toe, what we often mean is sometimes, Jen, we're wearing tight leggings, tight clothing, even if it's like your jeggings. And if you're wearing something that's like the little satiny underwear, you have a lot of exposure. Let's just say that. Now, in the past, maybe some of you have grabbed like a maxi pad or something like that to try to, that's not comfortable. And it's definitely not comfortable from a standpoint if you're like Jen doing burpees and
Right.
whatever that hydro or
Hi,
whatever.
Rocks.
Oh my gosh, whatever you're doing. I'm living through you. I want you to see. So first of all, there is I don't even like the term padding, but I think you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying. It's not, you can see, it's really, really, it's padding like more than what you have here, but it's not bulky.
Bulky. Yeah.
Now, I'm going to say too, Jen, for me, a camel toe is not an issue for me, I don't think.
Yeah.
However, what I will say is I can get quite sensitive down there if I'm wearing tighter clothing. Like I don't want to go
Yes.
through the female anatomy. All of us girls know what we're talking about. If there's guys watching, we're not talking to you. We're not. Not that you can't buy your partner a pair of HUX. You certainly can, but I get quite sensitive down there. And so I actually really, really appreciate that there is that extra padding, because the seams of my jeans,
Yes.
it can be
Irritating.
torturous.
Yeah, it's irritating. So it's interesting you say that. So anecdotally, we've received feedback that women who wear these have noticed they have less urinary tract infections. And so because it doesn't breed odor and moisture, it pulls it out, keeps you dry and fresh. And so they're like, I don't know if this is because it's HUX, but since I've been wearing HUX, I have not had a UTI. And so I would say I've struggled with them in the past. I didn't even pay attention to that until somebody said it to me, and I was like, "Oh, you're right. I haven't had that issue in years," which is
Yeah, and I
interesting.
mean, and we're not doctors by any means,
Nope,
but what you are doing is you're basically reiterating some of the great feedback. I don't know if you've got reviews on your website or not, Jen. I was just trying to see if there are, because I'd
we
love
do
to.
have on our website at the top there. There's a number of
Oh, it just it
yeah,
scrolls?
it
Okay,
scrolls. Yeah,
got it.
yeah.
What's coming up right now, winner of the People's Choice Award that honors a standout company in innovation space. Now, is this patent pending? Like, what's the deal with
We have
this?
the patent on it. We got the patent, so we
Okay.
filed for it, and 4 years later, we got the patent.
Wow. So that's quite a
Yes.
process. So this isn't Jen like waking up and going, okay, I'm going to go live with Dawn. Dawn shows up late. We had a bit of a technical snafu, and it was totally me. It was nothing to do with anything. I just restarted my phone and somehow I got here. So thanks for all of
Okay.
your patience. But when we talk about the patent, are we talking about the insert, the design? Like what's involved in this? Because this is not like you wake up, let's go live and let's just try to sell some underwear.
No. So the design, the patent is, it's called an industrial design patent. So we own the look. So how high it comes up on the underwear, the size of it, the material itself is accessible to anyone. The bamboo charcoal, but it's the actual design that we have the rights on. So you'll see, we're seeing some copycats now do it. Just put our heads down. We're just gonna keep talking about like it's a beautiful product. But it gives us, like, we know they don't have the rights to it, and so yeah, we've done the work, we've done our due diligence, and like I said, 4 years after applying, we ended up getting the patent. So a lot of back and forth, but yeah, at first I wasn't sure, like, is this even like, do we need to do this? But I'm so glad that we have. It just gives you the extra credibility to say, like, you're not just waking up and taking underwear and selling it. We put a lot of thought into the design and
Yeah,
function.
so my husband says this all the time, and I don't think he necessarily invented it, but you want to be first, best, or different.
Yes.
And so when you came out with HUX initially, you were first.
Mm-hmm.
First, you're automatically best, but you're also best because of your design. And in fact, People's Choice Awards has basically said that. So that's fantastic. And
Yes.
you are different. And that's where that patent comes in. So when we talk about, again, the 2.0 having the thinner backside, we talk about even, in the design itself, how high, and I don't know what the anatomy of these HUX are, like what you call this, but like how high it rides up above, I guess, maybe your pubic bone, for instance.
You got it. Yeah.
Right? Okay. And then it's got the bamboo insert. Now, here's the thing. So you're going to, if you decide to pick up multiple colors, because we've got the cream and the black available for you. In the OG, I believe we only have the black available. But you'll notice the gusset looks just a little bit different. but it's all bamboo. It's just because of the nature of, I guess, the cream versus the black. Is that the
Right. We
idea?
wanted to, yeah, just it's just for aesthetics. We just wanted to make sure that it was more, yeah, suited to the color of the body.
Amazing. We got 25 minutes left of your promo code. Live 30 is what you're going to enter in at checkout. You haven't limited how many people can buy
No.
with that. You do have, I think, we're not going to focus on them, but you have a few of your ball caps available. Do they still, what did they say, limitless?
It says limitless. I love the word limitless because I believe in a limitless mindset. Anything is possible, but it actually was the name of the award that we won, the Limitless Award, the People's Choice Awards. They actually, the trophy that they gave us was limitless. And so I just thought, let's just remind the world. So
Yes,
yeah,
but you do have limits on those. I think you have 5 left of those caps.
yes, yeah,
What I
yeah,
love about them, and I don't have it here, but it goes up, it's a nice, it's built for a woman's head. So I
yes.
really love them. If you want to pick those up, I see on my Instagram, we've got Candy, we've got Big Red, Logo Glam,
Oh
Isabel's
wow.
watching, Naomi, thank you everybody. Ooh, Naomi said, good to know about the 2.0. So she's talking about the fact that it's got a little of the thinner backside and it goes a little higher on the hip,
Yes,
correct? So that's
yes.
the difference.
I will say, I just want to clarify that. So the 2.0, when I say it goes higher on the hips, so the 2.0, the thongs across the board are thinner, right? So they're thinner on the thong guide,
Yes.
but you have the option to choose low rise or high rise on our 2.0.
Oh, okay. So our moderator right now has put up the low to mid rise.
Yeah.
So when they click on that, they're just, that's the one they're getting, or are they choosing anything? It's a separate item.
That's the low to mid. And then if you look there, Denise, the mid to high rise. Yeah.
Great. Okay, so everybody, if you're watching on the your phone and you're watching on the myhux.ca website, that's the most immersive place to watch. You can click the button you just see right there where it says Da Bomb Thong 2.0 mid to high rise.
Yeah.
If you want that, if you want maybe the Heroic Hipster, which again has the more full coverage, just swipe. All you do is swipe and you click right on there. If you're watching on your desktop, some people might be because they're having a little sneaky shopping break at work. You're seeing everything on the left-hand side, and you can just click whatever you like, and you can still watch the show. Now, I see that we've got OK M. Kinnis, 22, cannot wait, the best underwear ever. Okay, so
Oh,
if you're
yay.
like, and I think it's Kim, if you're watching on Instagram, you can still go to myhux.ca and shop the discount with Live 30. But if you want to keep watching the show, it's good to kind of head over there. So for anyone just joining us, Jen, you had a full-time job. You were
Yes.
making good money. I'm going to assume you were doing lots of work for a long time, pensions, all this other stuff. And then you said, I'm ready to let go. What did that feel like? Let go of the security, I'm going to say.
Oh, the security. Yeah, you know what? Listen, I knew the ups. Like I know the upside on this is just like the impact is far greater. But there is a bit of when you're stepping away from the security. I was there for 20 years. The month that I resigned, so 20 years leaving. Unlike RSUs, so restricted stock options that I have, that's how, in terms of the comp structure. So they vest every 3 years. So I left so much on the table, but I said, you know what? We have the evidence. We have an amazing product. And so I know that this will be a global brand. We're already shipping globally. So there is no question. We've shipped to Hong Kong, to Cambodia, to Australia, and having those same people reorder is just, so I know it's not a Canadian thing, it's not a Southwestern Ontario thing, it is a global brand. And so I have so much faith and conviction on what we're doing to help inspire women to live and move with more confidence. There is no question that this will be a household brand.
Well, Cindy just bought the Heroic Hipster.
Oh,
So I've
awesome.
got it in the
Oh,
tin
yay.
here. Cindy, what color did you get? Let us know what color you got. We've got the cream, and we also have the Heroic Hipster in the, I got just a whole pile of HUX here. And we've also got it in the black as well. So your
Yes.
choice is there. If you pick up 2, you're going to save over $20 on your order by
Yeah.
using promo code LIVE30. We have 21 minutes left.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
it, Jen, for
Yeah.
the discount.
Yes, that's right. That's right. We want as many people to have these in their drawers as possible, because we know, and it's not only a workout underwear. I want to be clear on that as well, because sometimes like dress pants or jeans with like a short short, what is it called, inseam,
Yes.
it pulls, and so this just gives you a bit of a buffer so that stuff isn't clinging. So it's you can, it's very versatile.
Yeah, it sure is. And I would say that, we're getting into the season where we're wearing the capri pants, we're wearing the jeggings, we're wearing,
Yes.
we're wearing. And so to have that security, you're also, because you're not getting anything kind of cutting off on you, especially when you order your correct size, if you are wearing form-fitting items, you're not going to have like that bulge because of an
Right.
improperly fitting foundation garment, right?
Right. Very, very true. Yeah. And you can wear it, you can wear even the light color. It's nice to have it for, your white linen pants in the summer. And the hipsters are amazing at smoothing out lines, right? And sometimes we have some dimples on our behind. And so
Oh
I don't
yeah.
love to see I don't love to see that like I don't love a thong for me in like a linen pant, because then you can see through. So I want that coverage, but I don't want the panty line. So the cream hipsters are like a dream for the summer for that.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Cindy bought the cream. Summer weather coming. Lots of light dresses and skirts to wear. Thank you, Cindy, and thank you for
Thank you,
that
Cindy.
validation. Isabel on my Instagram, thank you, Isabel, for chiming in. Said you'll never want to go back to your regular undies. Isabel, you're preaching to the choir here. I was the gal that went to like La Senza and bought the. I bought it because like we need underwear. We just know we need underwear, and I guess maybe I didn't feel like I deserved to spend more on something like that because I thought to myself, it's just underwear. And then you try HUX. Look at this, guys. Then you try HUX. Okay? Then you try HUX, and I swear, will go, the $5 underwear was like throwing money in the garbage. Is
Right.
this the HUX? It's $34.99. I will tell you, up until today for this show, I paid full price. I think I've bought myself 6 pair in total over the time because I had a reorder. And by the way, when you order, now I've written something on here, but you get like, this is what it means to shop a small business. This is like Jen, and I hope you stay like this, Jen, and I don't think you would because you are so authentic. But you say, beyond grateful, it makes us happy you chose HUX.
Yeah.
Like, this is the difference between shopping in that bargain bin at whatever lingerie store for underwear that's going to not make you feel good, but you did it because you need to wear something between your body parts and your jeans, and shopping with someone that this actually makes a difference. And you created HUX so thoughtfully based on your own personal story that you believe, you're not the only one that's got maybe the insecurity about a camel toe or
Right.
odor or moisture, which is just breeds for so many other problems. Like, you created this so thoughtfully for all women, whether you
Right.
work out or not, right?
Exactly. Totally. And I will say, going back to, like, I really pour my heart into when I write those thank you cards to people, because I know people have choice where they spend their money, and I do know that they're making a choice to trust in us and trust in our product. And so I pour my gratitude into it, because I know I see the feedback, I know the difference it makes, so that you have that confidence. You're not pulling. Like, we've done amazing in the volleyball community. My dear friend Trish and her daughters have been massive supporters, and the young girls, like some of the moms, said that they're not pulling on their shorts anymore, trying to pull it out of their crotch. And
Yeah.
so to have a mom come up to you and say thank you so much for inventing this, it's like change the game literally. Is It's just the reassurance that we're doing some good things.
Yeah, it really is. And I think, just based even on my own personal Instagram, because I'm streaming on my Instagram, Isabel said you don't even need panty liners anymore. Yeah, I'll say, even if it's not about maybe you're sensitive down there or camel toe, sometimes it's also about keeping things clean. Like, if you've got,
Yes.
but I will say these wash up like an absolute dream. I
Yes.
wear the black. That's my preference. And my original pairs, again, are well over a year old. And the gusset, despite all the things that happen to us as women,
Yeah.
you know what we're talking about. I'm not sharing it with men. You know what we're talking about. These are not the ones I'm wearing right now, but if I was to show you, which I won't, because that's gross. And probably I should charge, and probably I should charge for that. Um, they look just as pristine. They look just as pristine. And I don't do anything fancy when I wash them. I'm not going to lie, I do put them in the dryer, and I feel like I would have more longevity out of them if I didn't. But I do put them in the dryer
Yep.
periodically. But again, you've also got the cream. Kim says they wash so well. Thank you, Kim, which is super important. The material is so comfortable. It's amazing material. Mary in Van City. Mary, hi, how you doing? She wants to know where are you? Where are you? Where is this business born out of?
Oh, in London, Ontario.
Okay.
London, Ontario. And where's Mary from?
Mary is right here in Vancouver.
Oh, very cool. Thank you for joining, Mary.
Yes, Mary said she loves the honest talk.
Oh, good.
Hey, listen, ladies, if you want to play the game, go on our moderating. We got our moderator standing by. If you feel like sharing, I mean, I don't think anyone wants to go, hey, who's got camel toe? I'm going to assume it. But listen, give us, if you love your HUX, tell us why you love your HUX for the various reasons. Denise said, I love my hipsters. I never have to pick them out of my butt.
Yes.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Tell us about the fabrication, Jen.
So the fabrication, so the body, we were very intentional about the fabric we picked out is made out of, it's a nylon spandex. And we did that on the body because it's amazing. It dries really quick. It stretches. It's very comfortable. But the gusset is made out of that bamboo charcoal because it's obviously your most important part. And we want to make sure that it's breathable. And so the bamboo charcoal, very breathable, air will circulate, and it's, yeah, pulls away the odor and moisture beautifully.
And I will say too, what you'll notice now, yes, of course, the sizing part, like you can just cut that out if you want. Like, actually, look at this. Watch this, guys.
Yeah, that pulls off. Yeah.
Rip straight off. Okay.
Yeah.
So when you look at this, there's actually, everything is finished, right? So there's nothing that's going to irritate your body. You know how some underwear has like in the back, like a tag, and then you're constantly like scratching it, and then people think you're scratching your butt, but you're really just scratching the tag. And for some reason, we don't ever rip them off because they're not designed to. They're designed to stay. You've actually imprinted. Now this is size large, you can see. So everybody, this is the size I'm wearing these days. Okay, if you're buying, buy your size. If you're buying the 2.0, if you're buying the OG, feel free if you want to size up. They're not going to be too big on you. I promise you that.
No.
These are built to have a little bit of fluctuation as our bodies fluctuate, but everything is right in there. And you've got that just really fun. If you felt like showing off your HUX, let me just, here we go.
I so appreciate
what
it.
I got. It's what I got right there.
Oh man,
You know?
it's amazing. I love being flash HUX. I can't tell you how many times in the gym it just makes my heart just glow when people flash me their HUX.
I love it. I love it.
Yes.
Oh, Mary says, link, please. Mary wants to buy. Mary, if you want to keep watching the show, you can go and join us at myhux.ca under the live shows. You can shop from there. But also, if you have to go to work or do whatever, just right now, you've got 12 minutes. Everybody, 12 minutes for that promo code. Just go pick out what you want. Whether it's the OG thong or whether it is the 2.0 in the hipster or the bomb thong, then you will just use promo code Mary. You're buying. Great. Go there now. You've got 12 minutes. myhux.ca. When you check out, put live 30. You will be given 30% off. And it's, if you want the last of the hats, grab the hat. Like all, on your order, 30% off. Run. Do not walk. And yeah, you know, KM McInnes, hush flashes happen regularly at F45. Yeah, tell us about that. So you actually also have some great partnerships going on right now.
Yes, yes. So I would say so when we launched our 2.0 collection, we partnered with Trish Stratus. So Trish Stratus helped us. A lot of people know Trish Stratus. She's in the WWE Hall of Fame. She was she was recently wrestling. She was also a judge on Canada's Got Talent. So she loved the product and helped us launch our 2.0. So that was cool. We're actually working right now with F45. So we are in some locations. And so that's been amazing, right? So it's exactly our people that, you know, wear the product and love the product. And then so we're working on a few other big I'd say big deals. I don't want to spill the tea because
you can't tell
there's
everybody
contracts
yet.
that we need to sign, and so and some NDAs. So but some really big stuff. So lots of interest. Oh yes, that's
I've got with the phone where you sent me the picture is
Yes.
the one I'm using, so I can't show the picture of you and Trish.
Okay.
But everybody, make sure at the very end of the day, please make sure you follow Huxwear, I think, is your Instagram
Yeah,
handle,
it
correct?
is. Yep. Yep.
Follow Jen. She is such an inspiration. She is a workout goddess.
Oh gosh.
And she's just like, I'm telling you, if you, whatever you are seeing right now on screen is Jen. I mean, there was a little bit of a panic mode when we had to start late, everybody, and that's my bad. I must have had, because you were live. So anyway, long story short, we started a bit late, but thank you for everybody joining. But she didn't freak out. She wasn't panicked. We were just cool as cucumbers. I mean, we were disappointed we couldn't start on time, but we thank you all for your
Oh
patience.
gosh.
We've got the ball cap up. So thank you, moderator. I think we have 4 left of the ball cap. You can get 30% off of that as well. It says limitless. It's a really great messaging.
It's
And
very cool.
all of the products are on here right now. Janet Jen, I just bought my 16th HUX.
Oh! Thank you. Oh my gosh. I love that. Thank you so much for your support.
Mary, good going, girl. She just added the seamless heroic hipster. Mary, did you buy the black or the cream? Tell us what you bought.
Bye, Cindy. Thanks for joining.
Thank you, Cindy. Oh gosh, she said she learned a lot about the products. Super fun. Yeah, so we're live stream shopping. This is going to, by the way, I know some of you might be watching right now after the live. The promo code does only last for 9 minutes and 29 seconds. 9 minutes and 29 seconds. So that's 1 o'clock Eastern. If you have watched the replay, rest assured these are still worth it at full price. We just wanted to make sure we weren't all by ourselves on this live stream, even though Jen was by herself for her first bit.
We survived. The women in this community are phenomenal. So much comfort in that.
Amazing. So right now you are seeing the information for the Bomb Thong 2.0 low to mid rise. For anyone just joining us, if they're thinking, "Ooh, I have the OG. Why should I buy the 2.0?" It's not a matter of one is better than the other. They are just a slightly different design, and it's an evolution. When the OG are gone, they're gone. But if someone is still thinking, "Ooh, should I stock up on OG?" Why would they want the OG?
So the OG, the fabric, it's a similar fabric, but the OG, the stretch. I mean, they're both nylon spandex, but there is a little difference in terms of the size of the knit, and so comfortable, so stretchy. It is a classic, so you're gonna and the quality. I mean, the quality in both of them is amazing. It super comfortable, and what I will say. With the OGs, we have them available in the small. Our 2.0, because everyone was anxious to try the 2.0, we've sold out on the size small. So they are available in the OG. What I will say is if you're naturally a small, go up a size. So I'm normally a small. I wear a medium. I can wear a small in the OGs, but I have a little bit of overhang. I've had 2 kids and my stomach stretched. And so I prefer but I know people who have had kids, if they don't have the extra, they're good with the small. I go up to a medium in the OGs and I'm a small in the 2.0.
Okay, and also just to let everybody know, I'm just going to show you because I have a pair of the OG and I have a pair of the 2.0, and you're going to notice too, there's just a little bit more. Did I put this the right way? Yes, I did. So I'm going to make it even on one side, and you can see the 2.0 is just a little bit thinner. I'm going to say maybe a half an inch at most.
Right.
Maybe
Yep.
at most.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's kind of the main difference. Congratulations to everyone who has purchased. Janet, Jen, I know you bought your 16th HUX, so you know it will never go out. But if you're thinking, and oh my gosh, 7 minutes left, maybe I should get a few more. Maybe I should get the hipsters and the thong. There's occasions for both, Jen.
Yes, there is. And I go back to like that linen pant. I wear a thong all of the time except for in a pant, like a linen pant. I need the coverage. So or like even a white jean, right? I love the coverage on there, and it's seamless. So if you show the seamless on the hip, let me just show it to you here. It will it just like it, you don't see the lines. It's very thin, and we did, like I said, we did that intentionally. Our first OGs, they have a little bit of a thicker seam on the outside because we were kind of concerned that we didn't want them to move around when you're doing squats, but these have not disappointed us. So you can have no panty lines and they will stay in place.
Yeah, and I think I just want to actually talk about the performance element of it. By the way, helpful underwear extreme. That's
Yes.
the nature of HUX. This is performance underwear. And whether your performance is whipping off to the grocery store in your leggings and you're worried about your camel toe, or you're like me and it's just maybe a bit more sensitive. I don't worry so much about the camel toe. I just worry more about the sensitivity that I have sometimes down there. This is underwear for you. It is helpful. So you've got a bamboo gusset, again, wicks away moisture, odor, neutralizing, I'm going to call it. That's actually what bamboo does. So that's the kind of stuff that bamboo does.
Yes.
And it's also temperature regulating. And this is, again, whether you buy t-shirts in bamboo or your HUX. So what that means is when, sometimes we get hot down there.
Oh, I know. I have hot flashes.
Even when we're not
Yeah.
all sexy hot,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
get hot down there. This
Yeah.
is going to actually cool you down.
Yeah.
So that's
It
a
is.
real key point. But yeah, so talk about the performance, because you go to F45, you run marathons, you're getting ready to, what's this called? Hydro? What are you doing?
It's HUX. I do not run marathons. I don't know who the hell would want to run for
I
5
thought I
friggin'
saw a
hours.
picture of you doing a marathon, or maybe it's just a race.
That was my dear friend Tina. She God love her. She's amazing. She had on the HUX. She was like I am so blessed with my girls in my community. I am doing HUX though. I feel like it's a bit of a marathon. It's a CrossFit competition. I'm doing this with some very dear friends and the F45 community. So I think there's 30 of us going to Miami in the third week in April, and it is a competition where you have to do 16. It's from sled pushes to skiing to rowing and running, 8 kilometers. So these stay in place. I don't even worry about my camel toe. I don't even, it stays in place. I'm not pulling stuff. I can just focus on my workout and not give one worry about my
No,
camel toe.
it's great. Okay, I'm going to show you. I'll be able to. I think this is the 2.0, and I think. Well, no, the thinner one is the 2.0. Yeah, and I think this one's the original one. Oops.
Yes, the OGs.
There's the OG.
Yeah.
We have 4 minutes left, and I'll tell you when our time is out, it cuts us off. So we're going to make sure that we say a proper goodbye to everyone. But this means
Yes.
you have 4 minutes to pick 3 minutes and 57 seconds. Live 30. That is the promo code you want to give at checkout, whether you're watching on Instagram, go to myhux.ca right now. Live 30, you get 30% off. That promo code expires. You're going to save about $10. About $10 off of the $34.99 price when you purchase within the next 3 minutes and 30 seconds. These are worth it full price. I've paid up until today full price for all of my HUX. Make no mistake, there are hundreds of reviews for these. Mary said, "I just bought my first pair. You had me at cooling and no crab walks anymore." Oh, I know she's talking. She's talking about like when you're like.
Oh, that's amazing. I have not heard that term before, so thank you for that, Mary.
Oh, EE867. I wear mine to hot workouts, both yoga and exercise. HUX insured. I feel dry, not exposed. We're talking camel toe, folks. After 60-minute workout in a 100-degree room. Thanks, Jennifer and HUX.
Oh, thank
Wow.
you.
Wow.
Appreciate that.
We've got 2 minutes left, Jen. I do want to remind everybody to place their order now. This is the time. Isabel says we're both amazing. Share anything you want to share in this last 2 minutes, Jen, and I can help you along as well, but I want to make sure you have a chance to say anything you want to say, because we might have some people just joining us this very second.
Yeah, so I do want to say, I know time, but thank you for that, Isabel. Isabel's actually the creative genius behind a lot of this stuff, so she's been a great friggin' support for helping us with HUX. But thank you to everyone for joining us. Really, this underwear solves a problem, but I'm telling you, the best part about all of this is like this community has been phenomenal. Just I've met so many people helping and supporting each other, and at the end of the day, we just all want to feel our best, and we're building products that people love. And so keep giving us your feedback. We've thinned up the thong for you. We've brought you up a higher waist. Like, we will build a brand of product that you want. So please know how much your feedback matters.
Well, we're so thrilled to have everyone here, and I don't believe we ended up on live on your Instagram, but that's okay. You can post this as a reel, and you can still, of course, promote to your Instagram family. We'll make sure that that gets solved for you the next time. This isn't going to be your last live.
No,
that you
I'm
do.
hoping that I will go in and meet I want to showcase some of these other beautiful businesses, and like, we've partnered and supported each other. So let's use this platform to help each other.
Amazing. 1 minute and 32 seconds left. Mary, congratulations on your purchase. Cindy, Janet, Jen, on my Instagram, Lavish Liquid is joining. We've got Mary Spalding, Stanton joining. Wonderful. We've got some people that are south of the border. You
Oh,
do ship.
wow.
You do ship.
Globally, yes, we will ship wherever you are.
Okay, and this is again, no camel toe underwear. No show camel toe right there, but it's more than that. It's comfort, it's moisture wicking, it's odor absorbing. I'm going to say this is the most comfortable underwear I wear. You can see, I'm sorry, but this is me. I'm wearing my HUX, and I invite you to pick up your HUX today. Sandeep, everybody, if you love what you see here, please make sure you give Jen a follow at HUXwear on Instagram and subscribe to their newsletter. If you miss out, if you're watching the replay and miss out, I think you offer a first-time purchase discount when people sign up. So make sure you go to myhux.ca if you do end up missing out on this live 30 discount. Expires in 30 seconds.
Yes, and I just want to say thank you for your engagement. I see the chats here. It's beautiful. So thank you for coming out. Thank you for your time, our precious, most precious resource. So that means a lot.
Amazing. Well, we've got 14 seconds left. Thank you to everybody joining us. Katie, the best. I wouldn't be doing High Rocks without my HUX. HUX rocks, Katie. Bye-bye, everybody. Have a great day.
And thank you, Dawn, for doing this.